Hello everybody, this is Simon with another video of Mega Man Dongs for Dectilon's Hard Games thread. Will we take on Brightman today? Nope. Robot Goat, you should really look into that code. And suddenly Mega Man won. This is worrisome. Especially all those screwdrivers. God damn it, bullet hell. I haven't bargained for that. So I tested out these spike things, and they're actually kind of cool. So as long as you hold down the button they will continue to bounce, and only when you let go of the button it will explode. Slam is still better, but I do like the spike ones, it's very fun to figure out how to use. Matt, come here. Go away. Most fun I still have with the power glove though. Generally, the weapons have very good concepts sometimes. Some are less interesting, like the root arm itself, but at least it pierces shields. And this entire section I have no idea how to tackle that. Probably go up the ladder quickly and then find a sweet spot, but there isn't a sweet spot? I don't know. But I haven't looked too much into it because I've always taken this stage pretty late, because I wanted to take all of those assholes with as many special weapons as I could. Like so, for example. You can also steer where the sphere is going, and that's very convenient because you can hit enemies pretty far up as the AoE of the explosion is quite large actually. Don't know what happened there. But yeah, it is nice that you can hit the invincible nets with it, and whoops, miscalculation on my part. Fortunately not too big of a problem. Here you just have to run and gun once. This looks like a teleporter, and it is a teleporter. Huh. Flashman time. Don't know exactly why there are Chankies coming from the top, and it's actually kind of tricky because if you keep on going as fast as you can, they will always hit you on the upswing there, and them falling down from the top of the screen while you're on the top of the screen yourself is kind of annoying because you cannot see them coming. Whoops. The section itself is not too bad if you take your time a little, but I think it could be a little improved, especially with the placement of the Chankies. And I don't really know why they are there in the first place. Like here, for example, I'm kind of trapped in there, and yeah. It's a little awkward, especially timing them around the shots of the screwdrivers. I think it could suffice if you just have the screwdrivers. And this map here is also kind of pointless in my opinion. I've seen far worse placements in the official games. Go away. Super Slam definitely needs a little nerf, maybe. Been told that it just deals a lot of damage in a short time, like it hits 6 to 8 times within a single hit, and then everything dies. It's a pretty deceptively tricky jump because the spike's hitbox extends a little to the bottom and you might just get hit there, but it's not too big of a concern. The hardest part already is over of the entire level, I think. This is kind of tricky the first time around though. You have to figure out what to do with the magnets because, contrary to Mega Man 3, whoops. Yeah, I really should have known that this would happen when I shot at the tally. And contrary to Mega Man 3, the magnets will always pull you at the same height. Each of them is hard-coded and will stop whoops, at a certain point. Okay, that was just dumb. As you can see, sometimes it gets a little tricky, like so, for example, with managing the transition from one to the next being at the right height. And especially with the telly spawning and another one spawning in from the left sometimes. Or situations like these, where if you don't plan ahead, then you will be in trouble. But all in all, especially the spawn rate of the tellies is pretty nice, and this is a very neat concept. As said, you just need to keep your wits around you and you will be golden. Here it's kind of tricky because you have to go to the left and jump a little towards this guy, because if you just stand on the platform it will pull you upwards into the spikes. You have to come a little closer to it. That is very intentional, I've been told. A little mean as a trap, but actually the first time I played it, I saw it coming, so I guess it's fair. Who am I to complain? Here too, I think you have to jump upwards to meet this guy. Never tried it otherwise, but it seems logical. And again, pretty fair because it's relatively obvious. This entire section is modeled after Dustman. We are in Mega Man 4 territory now, and it's kind of shit. Especially because for this game, it's suddenly become piss easy. There is absolutely no way you're going to die here. The actual Dustman segment in Dustman was harder than that, by virtue of the blocks being sometimes in the way, but here all you have to do is just go forward. There is no real danger involved at all, so this makes it just colossally boring. But I've already been told that they plan to fix this by remodeling the section completely. I said it's just not fun at all in my opinion. So when I first saw this part I was pretty excited because you could do a lot of cool stuff with Gravity Man. The problem is that the devil always lies in the details. Actually I don't think that this is that much fun at all, and it's a shame because Gravity Man was one of the best stages and concepts in all of the classic series. But sadly enough, as I said, this entire part becomes a little annoying just by virtue of having the enemies placed in tough spots to reach, and everything around the gravity gimmick just doesn't work all that well. It's dragging it down when it really should be the best section. But here, for example, the Met continues firing from off-screen. There's nothing much I can do about it. So I go here to make him like despawn or lose aggro or whatever, and that just should not be, for example. And this here too, this part is complete ass. I hate it. It's just you get knocked down the ladder if you don't hang out at the exact right spot, and then it hits you again. And I mean, of course it is still fair, you have to just be on the right position on the ladder. That it's just not fun. It's not fun at all. And ladders in general, as I said, they are more or less, the challenge is more or less, damn it, built around that the physics are kind of wonky, they are kind of slow, and if you get hit you will get knocked down. And as I've said in Spikeman already, building challenge and an obstacle around something that is by its very nature clunky, unreliable and annoying. By the way, Robot Goat, you lied to me, you cannot pick up the Joes, or I'm doing something wrong. It's just not that cool. Also, if you fuck up touching those, then you have to do the entire thing all over again. And this is also pretty damn annoying. I mean, of course, by the nature of how the stage wraps around itself and how it's laid out, which is actually pretty cool, this has to be more or less. But I've seen the stage that very probably inspired this one, and it happened again, so I'm just going to kill myself because I'm lone life anyway. I've seen the stage that inspired this one in, or I probably guess, in Wily's Space Dream, the Mega Man 5 hack. And I've heard as Dectilon figure played that one that Dectilon really loved what the hacker was doing with the concept. And I have to agree, the Space Dream part, that's how I do that. The Space Dream level is really fun, really full of new and novel ideas on how to retread your steps but on the ceiling. Doing far more with it than Mega Man 5 ever does. Hold right here, that's all you have to do. And in comparison, this kind of feels like a wasted opportunity in my opinion, because it's just not as fun as it could be. I think there could be a little more tweaking involved, but as I always want to give constructive criticism, I don't exactly know how I would fix it in general, but I could certainly think of a few things. Haven't yet, though. Man, this asshole, I really do not like this guy. I haven't liked it in Mega Man 6, and I do not like him here. But at least for some reason I do him the first time around. Miracles. Yeah. Generally, if anything, the Gravity Man segment suffers from not being particularly difficult, but instead being annoying, and that's something that should not be. This was the Mega Man 6 segment. As I've been told, it reflects the opinion of the authors of Mega Man 6 pretty easily. though I've been told that they also want to change it up a little bit, make it like more than nothing. So Hackman had a little glitch in the very first version, in that if you opened the weapons menu then it would completely freeze the game, which was unfortunate because I had never beaten him up to that point, as I'm always trying out new weapons. As you can see, he mixes up his attacks with Dustman from Mega Man 4, Gravity Man, whoops, I kinda forgot that one, huh? Maybe Flashman's Buster, don't know, Magnet Missiles, and nothing from Mega Man 1 as far as I could tell. And nothing from Mega Man 6, so giving him Plant's shield would be kind of annoying, I guess. It's a relatively fun fight, pretty formulaic, as he always follows the same pattern as far as I could tell, unless I just took him out too quickly now. But it's fun enough. You just have to realize that standing here is the best course of action, because when he switches gravity you'll be safe, for which I'm pretty grateful that you don't have to change directions in midair or something. And I really shouldn't jump into this, but I got a little confused because I am on the ceiling after all. But all in all, this is not a very hard boss. The stage is relatively long. Mega, what are you doing? The stage is relatively long and can get tedious because of that, but I think overall the difficulty is fair enough, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem, and it's a fine stage. Just maybe the bullet spam at the start and Gravity Man segment could be improved a little. Thank you very much for your attention.